Hello, guys. So, welcome again. Shane here. So, our next session or this course is about the job application steps. So, saan ba talaga magsisimula if you want to be a virtual assistant? So, let's begin. So, step one. So, first is you have to be ready with your technical requirements. So, either a laptop, a desktop, a headset, it's a noise cancellation headset, a webcam, and internet connection. So marami nagtatanong kung okay lang ba na cellphone ang gagamitin or okay lang ba na tablet yung gagamitin. Well, unfortunately, hindi talaga siya allowed or hindi siya recommended na kasi imagine if you're working sa traditional, sa corporate world, are you working using a cell phone or a tablet? 'Di ba hindi naman? We're using computer or a laptop. So, that's the first thing that you need to prepare. You should have a laptop or a desktop. Headset, it's actually not mandatory depending on the um, position that you are applying for and also the task that you are applying for. If you are applying for a customer service representative, well, basically you will take in calls or you will speak with customers. So you really need to invest or you really need to have a noise cancellation headset. Why noise cancellation headset? Because yung ibang clients very sensitive sila when it comes to background noise, especially yung mga rooster na tumitilaok, yung mga barking dogs, yung crying babies, so yung mga ingay ng mga sasakyan sa street, kung yung area nyo is nasa nadadaanan ng maraming sasakyan, yun. So they are very particular with the noise background. That's why you need to have a noise cancellation headset. Pero, kung ang a-applyan mo naman is non-voice, then you don't need a noise cancellation headset. A decent headset like yung phone, it will do para lang, let's say, meron kayong interview or meron kang interview or Skype, group calls, or team meetings, you can use that headset. Webcam, hindi rin siya mandatory. Depende pa rin siya kung ano kung required ba siya ni client or nung company na a-applyan mo. Um, Webcam is needed for video interview. So, kung naka-desktop ka, they would like some clients will conduct video interview. So, hahanapan ka niya na kailangan meron kang webcam for you to for them to see you. Sometimes yung mga exam din, while during the interview may on the spot exam. So kailangan naka-on yung webcam mo while you're taking the exam because they want to see if ikaw talaga yung gumagawa nung tests. Pero kung may laptop ka naman, you don't need to get a new webcam kasi may built-in camera naman si laptop. Then internet connection, um, we'll discuss this further later kung ano ba ang requirement, kung wired connection ba siya or Wi-Fi or pocket Wi-Fi or prepaid. So we'll discuss that in the next slide. So technically for the technical requirements, ito yung basic na kailangan mo. So, um, ano ba talaga yung kailangan mas maganda, laptop or desktop? So, I've presented the difference of the laptop and the desktop. Ano yung pros and ano yung downside of each devices. So, kung laptop ka, syempre lightweight. It has a built-in camera, may built-in speaker siya, and hand carry. So, anywhere, you can work anywhere, you can bring your laptop anywhere, Um, kasi nga magaan siya. Ang downside lang ng laptop is it's very expensive. Kung starting ka pa lang, kung newbie ka at wala ka pang budget, I don't recommend the laptop. Small screen din siya. So kung medyo marami kang gagawin or marami kang task na gagawin, yung screen mo, yung screen ni laptop, baka mahirapan ka sa pag-navigate ng mga tools or ng apps na kailangan mong gawin with your client. And lastly, it doesn't last long or it won't last long. My personal experience, mm, nung nakabili ako ng laptop na medyo, well, high-end na siya, to think pang gaming na yung, ano niya, yung specs niya. Pero after a year, wala, nasira na din. Bumigay na rin siya. So, yun yung downside ni laptop. The cost of getting or purchasing a new or a brand new laptop, ang minimum or yung decent specs or yung specification is nagre-range siya from 23,000 and above. So, sa desktop naman, it's very cheap, long-lasting, it has higher specs, wider screen. Ang downside lang niya is, yun, heavyweight siya kasi may CPU, may monitor, may keyboard, may mouse. So, hiwa-hiwalay siya. And then, fixed workstation. Kung meron kang computer table, nandun lang siya sa isang spot ng house mo. And then, it doesn't have a built-in camera and it doesn't have a built-in speaker. So, you need to purchase a webcam and then another, yun nga, yung headset. Nag-range ang desktop between 12,000 and above. Ako, so nung nasira yung laptop na ginagamit ko before, um, naghanap ako ng desktop. And during that time, so wala pa akong, ano no, wala pa akong budget. Kasi gusto ko sana yung mga pang-gaming, at kaso ang mahal, nasa 100,000 kasi siya. So, pero ang ano ko lang naman is for me to work kasi nga, um, biglaang nasira yung ano ko, yung laptop ko. So, wala siya sa plan. I don't, kasi nga kaka-purchase ko lang nung laptop. It's just one year old pa lang yung laptop ko. So, wala talaga sa plan ko na kumuha agad ng desktop. So, what I did is nag-research lang ako na ng yung mga computer shops na nagbebenta ng computer, yung mga assembled na computers. And then, tinignan ko lang yung specs. Yung specs nila. So, yung same spec nung laptop ko na nakita ko dun sa desktop na gusto ko. Okay naman yung performance niya. Nag-range, magkano ko ba siya na-purchase? I think 11,000 siya. 11,000. It's an 8 gig RAM na rin ata siya eh. And then, basta ganun. Kung ano yung specs ng laptop ko with with the desktop that I found, nagbayad lang ako ng 11,000. Compare dun sa brand new laptop na parang umabot ata ako ng 30 ata yun eh. 30 plus, parang ganon. So, ano ba yung requirements ni client when it comes to your devices? So, their requirement is at least i3 or equivalent of yung AMD. If you have i5, i7, i8, better. Pero the minimum is i3. Now, they also need, or one of the requirements as well is yung RAM. So yung memory nung device mo, it should be 4 gig RAM. Pero ako, for me personally, I would suggest gawin niyo siyang 8 gig. Lalo na kung maraming tabs, kung naka Google Chrome kayo, kung maraming tabs na naka-open, it will come to a point na maglalag siya if you're using 4 gig. So, might as well look for a 4 gig RAM. Pero kung talagang medyo mahal, so okay lang yon, 4 gig is the minimum. And then SSD or yung solid slate something disk na tinatawag nila. 128 gig ata to. Kasi hindi rin ako masyadong techie. I'm not familiar as well with the specifications. So 128 gig ata to. And then Windows 10, and then yung hard disk drive mo or the capacity nung kayang store is at least 512 gigabytes. The higher the better, like 1 tera, 2 tera, 2 parang ganun, 2 terabyte, ganun. So, yan. For me personally, I would suggest if newbie ka at wala ka pang budget, you go with a desktop. Pero kung meron ka naman credit card or if you know someone, a friend or a relative na may credit card na pwede mong maki-swipe to get a laptop, then that's fine. Uh, then monthly naman yung payment nun. So, kung may budget naman, and then you go with the laptop. Yeah. So next is headset and webcam. So as I've mentioned, the headset is not mandatory. It will depend kung ano yung position na ina-applyan mo. If you're apply is a, yeah, as discussed from the previous slide, if you're applying for a customer service, dito ka, kailangan mo nito. Ito yung mga top 3 na brands ng headset or noise cancellation headset, yung Logitech, Jabra, and Plantronics. Nag-range siya 1,300 to 3,500. Yun yung noise cancellation headset. Pero may mga headset na hindi siya noise cancellation. I think mga nasa 500 to 800, mga ganon. Pero I'm not sure with the performance. Make sure then na USB type siya para hindi kayo magkaroon ng problem in using this headset um, para anong tawag dito, compatible siya sa mga tools na gagamitin nyo if ever um, ma-hire na kayo. Webcam, at least any webcam, the brand doesn't matter as long as yung pixels na sinasabi nila or yung resolution ba daw, at least 720 pixels. Nag-range siya from 1,300 to 3,500. Pero I think may mas cheaper din siguro. Basta make sure lang na at least 720 pixels. Lalo na kung gusto nyong mag online teacher. So, you need a web camera. Kasi makikipag-usap kayo sa estudyante nyo. So, kailangan maganda yung resolution ng camera nyo. So, if you can get 1080 higher to 720p pixels, that the better. Next is the internet connection. So, ito na yung question majority ng mga nagsa-start pa lang. So, okay lang ba na pocket wifi? Okay lang ba na prepaid? Okay lang ba na USB, yung plug it na wifi? Or wired ba dapat? Or um, wired connection or yung Wi-Fi. So, personally, you need, ang recommendation ko is you should have a wired internet connection or ito yun, yung LAN cable. Why? Kasi especially kung nagtitake ka ng calls, may time kasi na kapag naka-Wi-Fi connection ka, naglalag yung connection mo. So, ako kasi na-experience ko yon. So, may tendency na yung voice mo maging choppy or robotic sa end customer. So, yung LAN cable, stable yan. Hindi magdo-drop yung connection mo. Pocket Wi-Fi, um, maybe, sige, pwede when you're still applying pa muna for for a job. Pero kasi most of the time, yung mga clients will ask you to conduct a speed test. And ang minimum requirement kasi ngayon with the speed with your internet speed connection is at least 10 Mbps. So with pocket Wi-Fi, if you can get higher than 10 Mbps, then that's fine. Yung mga plug it, I'm not sure. I think mga 1 Mbps lang ata siya, 2 or 3 eh. So, I strongly recommend na kung meron naman kayong budget to get a fiber connection, mas maganda siya. And then these are the sample or some of the internet service provider. So, ito lang yung mga kilala. So, fiber, they have 1,500 with 25 Mbps. And then PLDT, so they have 10 Mbps. So, yan. Yan yung mga plans nila and Globe. Other provinces, alam ko may mga ino-offer din sila na plans, but I'm not sure with the name of the companies. Local kasi. So, I'm not sure. Ito lang yung mga medyo kilala kasi. So, step two. So, we're done with step one with the technical requirements. So, step two, where to get online job. So, there's a lot, actually. So, there's this called direct companies, there's agency, job sites, social media, and referrals. So, let's go with direct companies. Ito yung you can get or you can apply um, local or meaning here in the Philippines or international. Local, best example or classic example, yung mga call center ngayon na nag-offer ng work from home setup. So, since with the pandemic, with the pandemic, um, most of the companies are offering now work from home or work at home setup. So, you can apply local. I'm not so familiar lang kasi kung sino-sino itong mga local companies na nag-offer na to. And then international, there is, so yun yung madalas na ina-apply ng mga VAs or mga freelancers, established and startup. And then agency. So there's a lot of agency, kaya hindi ko na nilagay. But just to name a few, yung mga Virtudesk, Remote Task, Cyberbacker, um, ano ba yun? Yun yung mga, marami eh. Marami kasing agency. So the good thing about the agency when you apply to them and you qualify your skills qualified dun sa mga requirement ng clients nila, they'll be the one who will look for a client for you. So kapag na-hire ka nila, sila na yung maghahanap ng client para sa'yo. So parang dito lang sa Philippines. Imagine niyo yung mga nag na-hire through agency or yung mga headhunter. So, sila yung maghanap ng client and then sila na rin yung mag-endorse or mag-on-board sa'yo to that client. Ang downside lang sa agency, there are some agencies na may cut. So, kumukuha sila ng percentage from your pay. Kung headhunter, wala naman. Kasi they are contracted with the client mismo. So, meron silang sariling commission and they get the commission from the client itself, not sa applicant or dun sa VA. And then job sites. So, there's a lot. So, there's Upwork, Online Jobs PH, freeup.net. So, itong job sites, yung mga platform, I'll send you or I'll post a separate um, file nung mga list nung online platform. So you can check them out. Pero these are the top three job sites. So Upwork, ito global ang labanan nito. So it's not just the Filipinos or aspiring VAs here in the Philippines. Also, it's global. So marami kang kakompetensya dito. And there's a service fee, I think 15 or 20% nung pay mo. So if you're offering like $7 per hour, so they will get 15 or 20% of that $7. So the difference, yun yung makukuha mo. Yun yung makukuha mo pay. Online Jobs PH, so eto, very newbie friendly. So I suggest you apply using Online Jobs PH. Um, para siyang jobstreet.com. And then there's freeup.net. Marami eh. May Fiverr, um, may freelancer. There's a lot. There's a lot actually. Pero most of my clients are came from Online Jobs PH. And then social media groups. So there's Facebook groups, IG, and LinkedIn. So sa social media, I mean sa Facebook groups, medyo challenging to for newbies. Kasi ikaw yung maghahanap ng client. So you will apply directly to the client. So ikaw yung maghahanap. Kung halimbawa, ang gusto mong applyan ay maging, um, let's say, real estate virtual assistant. So hahanapin mo kung saan tumatambay yung mga investors, yung mga business owners ng when it in the field of real estate. And then there's IG and LinkedIn. So itong social media groups, I don't recommend this for newbies. So pero kung yung may nakikita kayong groups na yung mga work from home or online free online Filipino freelancers or home-based jobs groups. So that's fine kasi parang nagpo-post lang naman ng mga ano doon, ng mga job openings yung mga fellow Filipinos na may mga clients na rin. So okay lang 'yon. Pero kung ikaw mismo yung maghahanap ng client, this will be very challenging for newbies. So hindi ko muna siya i-recommend. Kapag you get the hang of it or you know how the virtual assistant works, then maybe you can go and do this na. And then lastly, referrals. So there's client referral. So let's say nakapag-work ka na and then tapos yung friend nila kailangan pa ng isa pang VA and then you're a part-timer dun sa isang client mo, they can refer you. Family and friends and fellow training. So, ngayon pa lang, simulan nyo nang mag-connect-connect. Makipag-connect kayo not only with clients or yung mga nakikita nyo na or ina-eye nyo na company, but also with your fellow trainee. Kasi, your fellow trainee is a good source for referrals. Malay natin, 'di ba? One of you landed a job already and then yung client pala niya kailangan pa ng two more so they can refer you. So step 3, documents. So tapos na tayo sa step 1 with your technical. Step 2, alam niyo na kung saan mag-a-apply. Step 3, eto na, yung documents nyo. Yung cover letter and resume. So, alam nyo ba na ang mga recruiter or yung hiring manager or HR only have 6 seconds. They only have 6 seconds to look at your resume and at the same time read your cover letter. So, ito yung challenge nyo. Um, anong dapat yung gawin to capture or to make your 6 seconds chance um, be how do you call this? paano nyo magagawa na yung 6 seconds nyo you will be remembered by the hiring manager or the CEO or the client in 6 seconds. Yun. So, how can you get their attention in 6 seconds? Yan. So, cover letter. So, the goal of the cover letter is not for you to get the job right away. The purpose of having a cover letter or your number one goal, why you're making a cover letter is for you to get noticed by the client or your hiring manager para ma-schedule ka for a job interview. So, yun yung first goal nyo. You get a job interview, not the job itself. So, ano ba yung content ng cover letter? So, there should be greetings, catchy introduction, it should be straightforward, and then the body of your email, call to action, and closing. So, himay-himayin natin to. Ako kasi, um, dati medyo nobela yung mga cover letter ko eh. Medyo mahaba. Alam niyo ng mga previous students ko. But yun nga, since I revisited my courses, um, I've come up with a shorter cover letter kasi nga, 6 seconds lang yung main chance na binigay sa akin para makuha ko yung interview, makapag-schedule ako ng interview. So, first is the greeting. So, dear first name basis, let's say, dear John, or dear hiring manager, or dear recruitment manager, or dear CEO, dear whatever. Yan. Catchy intro. So, as I've mentioned, ako kasi straightforward na. So, I would like to offer my services as. So, ano ba yung ina-applyan mong position? And then the body of the email. So, since 6 seconds lang siya, ayoko siyang gawing nobela na. So, ibu-bullet form ko siya. I'd love the opportunity to work with you because, so himay-himayin mo na kung bakit gusto mong mag-work with them. Most of the time sa onlinejobs.ph, nandun na yung mga requirements. So, i-copycat nyo lang. Mas madali kung i-copycat nyo lang. Kasi, what? Bakit i-copycat? Um, you have to establish or you have to emphasize their pain point. You have to um, mention kung ano yung pain point nila. Ano ba yung pain point? Pain point meaning yun yung help na kailangan nila. Let's say, they need a VA for social media, as a social media marketer to help us post, yung magpo-post ng mga contents. So, yun yung ilalagay mo. So, i-copycat mo lang kung ano yung mga requirements. So, later on, I'll show you an example of a copycat application. And then call to action. So, call to action, ito yung i-challenge mo si customer or si client. Why do we need call to action? Kasi it will give them an impression na you're interested to their company, that you really want to be part of their company. So, ako, ang nilalagay ko ngayon sa call to action is, can you share with me the link of your FB page or IG or your company's website so I can check it out? So, depende. Kung halimbawa, tingin mo, yung job post naman, wala naman silang FB page or may company website naman sila. So, you put the company's website, you ask for the company's website, not the IG or FB page. So, i-tweak nyo lang to. You can remove this one, and then retain the company's website. And then closing, all the best. Yan, ganun lang ako. Um, you can make it creative as well. You can Google it. You can look for, you can just type there, best closing email or closing greetings. Yung mga ganon. Pero ako nga, as I've mentioned, yun na. Straightforward. So, ito yung sample application. sa online jobs PH. So, ang nakalagay dito, all approach, marketing assistant, entry level. So, it's a part-time. So, $3.50 per hour, $10 a week. Ang ID proof nila or ID proof requirement is 50. So, kung may online jobs PH na kayo na account, makikita niyo yung proof nyo kung 50 or above ba yan. Kung 50 siya or 50 above, then pasok kayo dito. Um, I'll make a separate video on how to create an account sa online jobs PH. And then date posted. So, ito yung requirement nila. So, hi, we are looking for a part-time marketing assistant for our marketing agency. We are looking for someone who can teach themselves new sorry. We are looking for someone who can teach themselves new tasks by watching videos and being coached. This person should be considerate and honest about what skills they have. So this position is for someone who requires minimal supervision. Training will be provided. Needs to be available during the graveyard shift for 2 hours a day. So ito yung mga task daw. Email correspondence and appointment setting, crafting offer messages, admin and data entry tasks, social media messaging. And then please email a resume to Kevin Miller, the decision maker of for the position. So his email is blah blah blah. And then most of the time, yung mga client medyo mga smart yang mga yan because they want to know if you're really following the instruction and if you really read their job post. So like this one, nakalagay, please make your subject line all approach marketing assistant. Best, Kevin. So, yan yung sample na job application or job post sa online jobs PH. And then, um, tinry kong mag-apply dyan. Pero wala talaga akong intention. Just, just to test my formula. Okay. So, actually, yung formula na yun, itong formula na to, it came also from my mentor sa isang group na sinalihan ko rin. So, ang nakalagay dito is All Approach Marketing Assistant. Kasi yung nakalagay daw na subject. So, greetings. So, dear Kevin, so first name basis ako. I would like to offer my services as your All Approach Marketing Assistant to manage your marketing agency. So, ibabalik ko lang ha dun sa job post. So, di ba nakalagay dito, we are looking for a part-time marketing assistant for our marketing agency. So, kinopycat ko lang. So, yan, introduction. So, I'd love the opportunity to work with you because, so, nilagay ko lang din yung pain point nila. Kinopycat ko lang din, I can work with minimum supervision, which is nandito. Yan. I'm a person who is hungry to learn new skills. So, nakalagay din dito. We are looking for someone who can teach themselves new tasks by watching videos and being coached. And then, I'm available during the graveyard shift for 2 hours a day. So, nakalagay din dito. As in, kinapikat ko lang siya. Yun. Medyo dinagdagan ko lang. Since parang naramdaman ko na mas gusto nila yung eager kang matuto. So, since I know some apps or tools, nilagay ko na rin na I'm a self-taught Canva user and then I attended Adobe Photoshop and social media management. Yan. And then, dun sa email, nilagay ko lang din. And then, yung call to action, your can you share with me the link of your FB page or IG or your company's website so I can check it out. So nilagay ko lahat kasi they are a marketing agency. So most likely lahat ng social media platform meron sila. Kaya nilagay ko lang 'yan. And then all the best, Shane. Tapos nilagay ko na yung resume ko. So that's it. So it's a copycat formula. Ngayon, nag-reply siya. 'Di ba? O, 'di ba? Yun naman yung goal mo eh, makakuha ka ng interview. So, at this point, hindi pa ako na-interview. may assessment pa. So our team would like to invite you to a second round email assessment due on December 8, blah, blah, blah. So may assessment lang na nilagay. So ginawa ko naman yung assessment and I think nakapasa naman ako. So yan yung assessment and then eto na. So please schedule a Zoom video interview with Grace, blah, 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 blah. Yan. So, eto na yon. No phones, computer only. So, please be prepared to share your computer screen and video. No phones, computer only. Yan. Yan. So, that's why you need a webcam kasi it says this interview will be a video interview and will be recorded. So, please be prepared to share your computer screen and video and your video. No phones, computers only. So, yan. That's the reason why you have to be ready with your technical requirements. Kasi, what if, like ito, let's say, wala akong computer, wala akong wifi, wala akong technical requirements, and then, eto na, na-schedule ako for interview. So, paano ko a-attendan tong interview na to? Anong ipapakita kong computer? Anong ipapakita kong, paano kong papakita yung mukha ko? 'Di ba? Kung wala akong mga technical requirements. Um, Later on, I'll create a new video or a separate video for the resume, how to create a resume using Canva kasi medyo mahaba yon. So, on a separate video na lang siya. Kasi that's part of step 3 eh. So, first one kasi is yung cover letter and then step 2 is yung resume or yung another topic under step 3 is yung sorry, resume. So, step 4 is the pre-interview preparation. So, kailangan um, may speed test result, yung typing speed test mo, nakapag-practice ka na, your disk result, and your computer specs. I'll make a link for this tests. So, itong speed test, ano ba yung gagamitin nyo? Yung UCLA, and then yung typing speed test. So may website for this and also for DISC. DISC is for dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness result. More of behavioral exam yan. So may mga client na humihingi pa rin yan. So I'll create a link or a separate document sa mga links na kailangan nyo for this. And then computer specs, so that's the specifications of your computer. Step 5, so the interview itself. So be ready 30 minutes before your scheduled interview. I-test nyo na yung camera, headset, and your internet. I-reset nyo na yung modem nyo. Make sure na everything is working. Pre-presentable. Um, not to, wag naman full makeup, no? But just be presentable. Have a clear or clean background and speak confidently and smile. Ang question, hindi po ako magaling mag-English. Hindi po ako fluent mag-English. Actually, you don't need to be fluent or, you doesn't need to be ma-master mo yung English. Like ako, I know na hindi naman ako perfect in English. I know I have grammar errors. But 'di ba? Who cares? I mean, I can speak confidently even if my grammar is if even if some of my even if I'm speaking grammatically wrong o ganon. 'Di ba? Hindi ko maano. Hindi ko siya anyway, so you just have to be confident. You just have to speak confidently and smile. Um, I'll make a separate sheet as well. I'll send you a copy ng mga most commonly questions during the interview. So at least you have a guide and I can share you yung mga answers na binibigay ko during the interview. And you can use that as a practice for practicing and you can just, tweak those answers. I'll just give you an idea para lang ready kayo for your interview. Okay, so that ends of this course. So I'll see you on the next video.